Alright, chat. I'm back. I have returned with fresh water, granola bar, and a freshly emptied bladder. As you do. Now let's make sure our BTA audio is working correctly, and it does appear to be. You'll love to see it. We're all reloaded. Alright, let's get back to it, shall we? Uh-oh. Hold on. Windows. Okay, performance hasn't tanked. I don't know. That was odd. Everything just locked up for a second. Oh no. BATTLETECH. There we go. You saw nothing? Tell no one. But yes, here we are, back on the Argo. And with plenty of missions left to do. Thankfully, in spite of the fact that we nuked the shit out of everybody last mission, we didn't actually lose anyone or anything as a result of it. The only damage we suffered was the Dakota, and thankfully in BTA, vehicles get fixed automatically, so we're in good shape. Actually, I forgot. We need to store this chaparral, because we're not going to use it for a little bit. Chat, what do you think about just doing a whole company of vehicles? Nah. That's for another playthrough. We're not gonna do that. But I don't think there was anything else that we needed to do in the mech bay. I mean, everything went pretty well last mission. No designs in need of adjustment. So yeah, let's head back to the command center. Oh no, don't worry, Stu. There are definitely other folks on the memorial run. Or, I'm sorry, on the memorial wall. I'm trying to read and speak at the same time. We currently have 5 folks on the memorial wall, of which you are only one. We did have a few folks, and it's sad, too, when you think about it, because 3 of the people on our memorial wall are people that started the game with us. Like, we started this campaign with these 3 people. And this was Minuteman, who I was talking about in the very, very first stream. They ended up having to punch out, and we were not able to recover them, so. Oh no! Anyway, let's go back to the command center. So we got 3 missions left. One of them's gonna be a Clash of Titans mission, so we'll probably run into another assault, but based on last mission, suddenly running into assault mechs doesn't seem like as much of a rarity as it used to be. So maybe defend base, maybe recovery. Recovery is actually pretty simple. And I like the salvage on it, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and we'll do the recovery first. And let's see, who did we not take last mission? We didn't take Ost, so I think we can swap him out with somebody. In this case, let's give... Who do we give a break? Ost is kind of a long-range sniper, so let's give Devious a break. We'll put in the Cougar as a scout sniper. And we did not give AFP any seat time last mission. And they're running the Saturday Night Fever. So I think we pull Erst this time, and we'll put in AFP instead. We got our 2 rookies on the back end. And I want to keep the Dakota on the field. The only problem is, with Kairos out... Correct, Paladin. It is named Diet Awesome, because that is exactly how we have designed it. It is just a lighter, faster awesome. It's all PPC all the time. Let's see. Do we just cram somebody in the Dakota as a temp? General Quarters, I think it's gonna be you, buddy. Well, no. Do we have anybody that's better suited as a pilot? Maybe Erst? Make Erst the pilot? I mean, he does like to go fast. I feel like this is the perfect job for him. So it seems like Erst is going to be taken to the field again after all. Alright, let's do it. Well, thank you, Paladin. It did kind of come to me in a brief moment of inspiration. Oh, don't worry, Karos. Erst is not going to replace you as the Dakota pilot, but he seems the most likely person to jump at the idea of flying something very, very fast. As a pilot who likes to spend most of his time in the air during DFAs, something that actually flies, I think, is right up his alley. Hopefully, we won't have to pry him out of the seat when the mission's over. That'll take. There we go. Alright, I was a little worried because we didn't have our little spinny wheel. The game says that money is the key enabler. You don't think? Maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's money. I mean, you're not wrong, Karos. I could absolutely see him trying to DFA cockpit first into the first assault mech that he sees. And not even using the yeet seat in the process. Just battering ram straight into that damn thing. Guided missile. I mean, the Disco Inferno is basically a guided missile anyway. All things being equal. I'm just saying, let me get my hands on enough clan flamers, and we are gonna bring that piranha back out of storage. I can promise you that. I've already done the test design. It works. Alright, let's see what we're up against. It is some very ugly terrain, and some deep water that looks like it's gonna cut us off, so we might... Yikes. Okay, so basically, we've just started off with a couple of our people on this side, and everybody else on this side. And I think this water is deep enough that we can't cross it. So, BTA might have just screwed us big time on the spawn.
Ready for orders.
Yeah. Yeah, we just got screwed. Royally screwed on the drop placement. Why you do this, BTA?
Confirmed.
Why you gotta be like that?
Double time. Let's go.
That's alright. That's alright. I mean, honestly, I think we just let them come to us, and we will let the VTOL do the recovery.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Oh, no, wait, we can cross this water somehow. Or is this just some buggy crap because Erst is... Oh, right, because he's in the aircraft. Sorry, chat. Sorry. I'm the R word. I'm sorry.
What a grand and intoxicating innocence.
I got up. I forgot. I left my brain back in the kitchen.
Skipper.
Let me see. Yeah, do I really want to go after these guys? Really, though? I mean, an 85-ton vehicle, that could be anything, and it's probably going to be bad news no matter what it is. Screw it. We don't get paid for standing around. We gotta fight. We gotta fight.
Need something, Chief? Awaiting orders.
Thankfully we do have some artillery, so we'll just go ahead and keep them in the back, and they can do what they do.
As you wish. Standing by.
Of course. Of course, it's one of the rookies that's on the other side of the water. Oh. Okay, well those guys just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Did I just miss that? Like all those guys sitting up on that ridgeline? So we got a Hunchback 2C, and it's the actual... Holy crap, a Hunchback 2C. That might be worth salvaging. I mean, that's definitely worth salvaging. And then we got a... Coyote? Had it... Maybe that's how you pronounce that? I don't know. I've never heard of this thing. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's another one of these. Another one of these goofball designs that the Quanners do from time to time. Okay. The very first Omnimite. Well, there you go. That explains why it looks like that.
Roger that.
Now, the problem that I have is that they have a Hunchback 2C sitting up here on this frickin' mountain with 2 AC-20s. And there's basically no cover for us down here, so we might have gotten extra screwed.
Barely hit.
So maybe the whole charging up the hill thing is not, in fact, the brilliant idea that I thought it was. Let me see. Where do we want to put the Rommel? I guess we can put it here.
Copy that.
It's gonna be the best shot we've got. Royal Crab? Royal Crab. Really? And all you brought was some large lasers? In a crab? Why, though? Like, it's a crab. Why would you just put large lasers in it? That's... Clearly, we have some other adherents of Mech Bay heresy out here, guys.
Taking the shot. Reporting negative damage.
Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna get the shot on that. Okay, maybe I should have been more specific. Karos, that was sarcasm.
Yes, come on.
Every time I build a crab, I do the biggest, dumbest stuff I can do with it. But I do that with most mechs, so...
Affirmative.
Is it even worth taking these shots? Like, 30% is good, 17% not so much. Yeah, what is the... What is the name of the character on Futurama? It's like, I'm gonna give him to Clamps! Maybe that character doesn't have a name, I don't know.
Roger that. Failed to
What?
connect.
Yeah, you failed to connect on that one.
Ready for orders.
Alright, Commander. Are you gonna do any better? I mean, I know we're shooting at a hilariously elevated position. Sure, we'll shoot at this thing, I guess.
Firing all weapons.
Oh, well, there we go. I'll take a hit. And an armor punch right away? Yes, please. Yes, please. But yeah, we definitely need to back up from this ridge line, because nothing good will come of this. I think let's get AFP like right here, just so they're protected-ish. Because we're gonna have to wait for them to come to us. Was there a chem PPC you could put? Like, I mean, there is a chemical PPC. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to put it in the crab. Alright, so clearly they brought a lot of long-range missile launchers this time around. Ah, well, apparently they weren't done yet. I'm actually surprised they're getting that much accuracy. We may not have the luxury of just sitting back and letting them come to us. If they've got that many LRMs on the backside of that mountain, all they gotta do is sensor lock us, and that's gonna be the end for us. So... I know we haven't done it in a while, but I am genuinely considering just bailing on this mission. Because again, you can see the elevation advantage that they have on us, and we're going to have to cross through this one spot to actually get to them. Like, this is a really, really, really terrible spawn. Because I know there's at least 5 launchers on the backside of this hill that we can't even hit. And that's not even including, you know, 2 AC-20s, large lasers, whatever this is. Yeah, I think we withdraw. I hate this. I hate leaving, but there's nothing but death and destroyed mechs at the end of this mission. If you're gonna drop me in a spot like that, I'm not gonna send my people to die. So we'll bail. Yeah, the nuke though. Let's waste another 1.5 million. Just because. No, we may have popped the cork on that, but it's not an option for every mission. Plus, it's Comstar. I don't really care if Comstar doesn't like us. They already kind of hate us anyway. I mean, clearly they hate us if that's where they told us to land. It feels like they were trying to get us killed. Correct. We may have opened the bottle, but we're still going to use it in moderation. It was a perfect scenario where we had none of our people in the vicinity, and all of their people were in a perfect position, so those don't come along often. Darius, I will go to the barracks eventually. It's not... You know what? Let's just do it now. Let's just do it now.
Commander?
Receiving you.
Let's see. This should be pretty quick since most of our pilots, like, we kind of already know what we're doing with them.
Awaiting orders.
I don't remember. Did Darkseer tell me how they wanted to specialize their character? I don't think they did. Yeah. We'll go with tactics.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Yeah.
Devious. Again, we already know where you're at.
Mech warrior training complete. Receiving you.
Our man's game master. Let's give him that extra tactics with the called shots.
Waiting for orders.
General Quarters, you are almost maxed out on gunnery. You are almost there again, my friend. With plasma rifles, I think we go guts.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Commander.
Almost maxed out on the commander. Almost ready. And Bland Aid doing a redemption to get themselves in the game. So you will be... What is that? That's number 5 on the list. But, again, I will keep this list. So even if we are not playing if we're not playing BTA, if we play something else that lets me name characters, I may opt to let you guys potentially put your name in those games instead. But we'll burn that bridge when we get there. We will burn that bridge when we get there. We'll save up for the last point on Karos, even though they're going to be in bed for a little while. Catalania wanted guts and gunnery, if I remember right. Yeah. But wanted to focus on guts, so that is exactly what we will do.
Training complete.
Yes, Commander.
Mara, not quite ready for the tactics.
Receiving you.
Ost, you're not quite... God, one more mission with Ost, and he'll be able to go to max gunnery finally.
You've got my attention.
Rex, you're not there yet. Wow, Sierra, that's right. Sierra is also one of the few pilots remaining from the very beginning of the game. I was looking at their skills, I was like, wow, you're almost caught up to the commander in terms of where your skills are at, so...
Training confirmed, Commander.
Sierra is one of the few old hands that's still left.
Right here.
Mech warrior training complete.
Commander?
Let's see, Typhoon, not
Come,
ready.
Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Erst is getting close. He's getting close to his first level 10. General quarters, you know better than that. What do I always say? What do I always say about whiskey? I've said this before, I will say it again. Not just about whiskey, but about a lot of different things. There is no wrong way to enjoy whiskey, and anybody that tries to tell you different is an asshole. How you enjoy things is entirely subjective. There is no wrong way to enjoy whiskey. There is no wrong way to enjoy tea. There is no wrong way to enjoy steak. There are ways that we disagree with. But if you want your steak cooked, congratulations, instead of well done, then say, you know what? If that's what you like, then that's what you like. Alright. Now, the question is, are we going to run into a similar situation on the next mission? I really hope not. Well, hopefully, on a defend base, we'll actually be in the base when we spawn, so let's say we give it a try. I feel like it's actually kind of amusing that even though I would prefer working for Comstar over Word of Blake, we're actually on better terms with Word of Blake than we are with Comstar. Alright, there we go. Again, we'll go with the same Lance, we'll go with the same pilots, where we're going to keep everything exactly the way it was, and hopefully we'll have a better roll on this one. Again, I don't think it can screw us as bad on a defend base as it did on the last mission. That was just... Once again, RNGesus is not my friend, he does not like me, and I do not like him. But that's okay. We have a healthy disrespect for each other, I think is the nicest way to put it. Well, that's true, Karos, but in this case, because we're in clan space, we're fighting for them, not against them. That's also part of the reason that I kind of wanted to go back to Inner Sphere space and spend some time in Flashpoints, because, like, again, the thing with the clan space is you're always fighting against the same faction, so you're kind of technically improving your rep with everybody. Because you're never fighting against any of the other factions. You're only fighting whatever clan you're in the space of at that time. So it's actually really good for building rep. Even if it is a little slow, since it's hard to control which factions you fight for if you're trying to do every mission on every planet. Oh, alright. Well, we're starting in contact. That's always a good sign.
Initiated.
They have us surrounded, the poor bastards. I thought you couldn't ally with clans in BTA, Karos. Because, like, I know that's one of the sticking points in the BTA Discord. Like, if you even suggest a mere mention of being able to ally with clans, they will immediately shut that shit down.
Skipper,
It is not a favorable topic of discussion. Alright, what are we up against? We are dealing with a Storm Crow, a Shadow Cat, another 45-tonner, and a 40-tonner. Alright. And we got a buttload of allies up here on the hill. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. I guess that's fair. I mean, the relation mechanics are based entirely on who you fight for, so if you do things in their territory that benefit them, I guess you could get a positive reputation. Man.
you got it.
Kind of rough here, but let's see. What is this guy packing? Oh, Gauss rifle? Do not like that. This guy has a Gauss rifle, but it's busted. So I think we'll shoot at the Stormcrow. And yeah, they got a lot of, What? Anyway, they got a lot of evasion because of spawn protection,
Now,
but,
let's see how you handle this.
it's artillery.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Alright, do we have any contacts anywhere else? Or is it just... Because it says there's 5 contact... Oh, because one of them's elementals. Got it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was trying to figure out where the 5th contact was. So I think we'll do what we usually do. We'll get Erst moved up, but we will...
What a grand and intoxicating innocence.
Chat, I did it again. I did it again. You guys are bad for me. Like, I forget things between missions because I spend so much time talking to you guys.
Ready for orders.
And then I'm like, Erst, oh yeah, he's in the Disco Inferno. Nope. Nope. He's in the Dakota. He is not in the Disco Inferno. You did this, chat. It's your fault. Take the shot.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
And we actually got a hit. You love to see it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of like the Shadow Cat. I don't know why, but I kind of like it. You shouldn't say stuff like that, Karos, because I know that you're joking, but most people will believe you. That actually counts as water. All right.
All right, let's move.
Man, the terrain, though. The terrain is not favorable. Alright, F this. We're gonna use some sensor locks. Oh, look, another contact. Alright, so we got this Shadow Cat here. Let's see what they got in the back.
Mr. Locke.
Oh, a Viper. Alright, it's been a while since we've seen one of those. Does this one also have a Gauss rifle? No. In fact, the building is not supposed to be burning. We are supposed to prevent that from happening. So as you can clearly see, we're doing a great job so far. It's actually kind of strange because normally on these missions, the enemies go for us, and for whatever reason the AI has decided that they're not going to do that and they're just going to immediately target the buildings. So, a little bit odd.
Yes, Commander.
God, you know, I kind of just picked the voice for Sierra at random based on what sounded kind of like Ocelot, but man, like, freaking nailed it. Are we in range for dead fires? We are not in range for dead fires. Son of a bitch. Alright, give him the full alpha then.
Roger that.
Alright, we did some damage to the battle armor. Yes, now! Good to see you on a Friday. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're already 4 hours in, but good to see you. Glad you could join us. Hopefully you are having an outstanding Friday. And again, if it's not an outstanding Friday, hopefully it'll be a little better now that you're here. Oh my. Alright, that's not good. This is the second time that our man Ost has kind of just gotten Gauss rifled out of nowhere. You would think at this point he's probably kind of sick of that. And I would not blame him.
Sprinting.
So yeah, I kind of want to take out the Stormcrow because Gauss rifle, but I also kind of want to take out the Shadow Cat because it's a fast boy and he's got elementals riding with him. It's like either way, like both targets are a high priority, but
Target confirmed.
we can't focus our fire on both at the same time. Was that the face? I'm not sure what you mean, Jason.
Aye, aye.
Alright, let's get to rookies up front. It's probably gonna be a bad idea because they're gonna get roadiered by battle armor, but we gotta take out that Gauss rifle, don't we? Maybe we kind of take the side action here, try to keep our
On my way.
distance.
Double time.
Yeah, actually, we've got better chances to hit the Stormcrow, so screw it, let's go for that.
Firing a full salvo.
Oh, nice, nice, a punch through. We're already well on our way. We just gotta keep that up.
Standing by.
Although these are rookies, so you can't count on that kind of luck all the
Copy that.
time. But they're not gonna be not rookies if we don't give them the chance. Oof. Oof. Big whiffs. Big whiffs on that one. Alright, so are these allies actually gonna make it to the base before they destroy all the buildings, or what?
Awaiting orders.
Let me see. I guess we keep the tanks in the water. It's not really the ideal scenario, but...
Engaging.
And another big whiff. Man, what the hell is going on? Our people are missing left and right, even on these really good shots. We are getting XCOM.
Ready for orders.
We are getting XCOM'd hard out here. Let's see. Can we... I think we can move, like, right here? And still have a decent shot? No, that's still blocked. Alright, well, let's do this instead. Alright, if anybody's gonna hit this shot, it's gotta be Game Master, so come on, buddy. Please make the shot, my friend.
Roger.
You love to see it. You love to see it. 56%? Easy. Easy.
Orders.
Sadly, because we've run so many laser boats, even though I really should get out of the water, I'm keeping most of my people in it to help control the heat, so that's not ideal. Well, there you go. No more arms for the Stormcrow, so that Gauss rifle suddenly is no longer a concern. In fact, the mech really isn't a concern at this point.
Orders?
And with that out of the way, let's get in there and brawl.
Roger.
If only we had precision strike. Well, we'll just have to laser vomit instead.
Firing on target.
I'm just wondering how many more targets, because don't forget, with these defend base missions, they usually throw reinforcements at us at some point about midway through the mission. So, if we don't take at least a good chunk of these targets off the field really quickly, we might be in trouble. Yeah, that's mostly the assessment, yes, now. I mean, an enemy can still be a threat without weapons because they can melee. But thankfully, clan mechs are kind of doo-doo at melee, so... It's less of a concern when you're dealing with clanners. Let's take a shot at this Shadow Cat. We don't have great chances to hit. Maybe we Battle Lord to give ourselves a little bonus accuracy and damage. Still don't think it's going to make much of a difference, though. We might get lucky. You never know. Oh, well, there you go. 3 out of 4 ain't bad at all.
Confirmed.
And now for our man's Bolo. I was smart enough to turn off the nuke. So we are going to Battle Lord, and we are going to drop the arrow 4 right on this donkey's head.
Here we go.
And hopefully do some damage to that battle armor in the process. We absolutely did.
That hit something good.
So, the fact that we're destroying battle armor flamers tells me that the battle armor hanging on to that guy is probably going to be Salamander BA.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Alright, Erst, since you're running our scout, let's head out this way and see if we
What a
can figure out
grand
if
and
there's any other
intoxicating
enemies.
innocence.
Because I'm interested to see what we're up against. Yeah, I think the splash damage took one of the legs off of this Stormcrow and he fell down. So, was not intended, but I will absolutely take it. Collateral damage is okay when it's the enemy. Alright. Clan mech jumping for some reason. Not really sure why.
Reporting. Heavy damage.
Also, I didn't realize that our tanks were submersibles this mission.
What are your orders, Skipper?
But I suppose as long as they don't have screen doors on them, it should be fine.
I got you.
Unfortunately, the clanners continue to get into close range with us, which is great for us, not so great for them. So we're going to give them the full alpha from the plasma rifles with 63% accuracy. Actually, you know what? I know I shouldn't do this with energy weapons, but maybe we Battle Lord. Oh man, look at the heat management on that. That's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely.
Firing.
Yeah, that Shadow Cat's having a bad time.
You like that?
He is cooking. That is one cooked kitty. Alright, what are you gonna do, Wolf? You're thinking real hard.
Reporting heavy damage.
Yeah, once again, the Rommels seem to draw enemy fire. Like flies to rotten fruit, so... I'm okay with that, though, because Rommels are pretty tanky. They can definitely take a beating. Alright, our man's is backing up. Clearly he has seen the light and has decided maybe getting into close combat with us isn't a great idea after all. And good lord, they brought another shadow cat, so that is, what, 3 or 4 shadow cats on the field. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 shadow cats that they've brought. I would say Wolf is playing favorites.
Waiting for orders.
Let's roll back around here.
Move order received.
See if we can take another shot at these guys. I mean, again, we've already got, I think, 1 or 2 parts of a shadow cat, and I definitely wouldn't turn one down. They're very quick and nimble medium mechs. They can absolutely make good scouts and snipers.
Acknowledged.
So, I wouldn't complain if we could get our hands on one. Typhoon, you have, in fact, survived. And welcome to the Friday stream. Glad you could make it, and hopefully your Friday has been good so far. Although if I'm being fair, you haven't actually been on the field this stream. I've been trying to rotate people in and out, so you were next on my list to put on the field. But so far you haven't done anything this stream. Do we... Yeah, I don't really care about this Stormcrow, but I do think we just roll up on this man's and give him the full alpha. In fact... Nah, I'm not gonna battle Lord. We'll just shoot. It's a Viper. Yeah, Rex, it's been unusually warm here today as well. It's about 80 degrees today, which is odd for the second week of December.
You have orders?
Even in Texas. So I am right there with you. It is a little warm. I've had a fan going this afternoon. Didn't want the computer to burn up. Yeah, you would think, yes, that it would be a stealth mech, but it isn't. At least not by default. No, the Shadow Cat is... So for lack of a better way to put it, I would say it vaguely resembles, like, Metal Gear. Like Metal Gear Rex. Alright, we got a knockdown on that Shadow Cat. 6 degrees Fahrenheit last night. Good lord. Yeah, that's the thing, is I know a lot of folks up north right now are dealing with snow and ice and all kinds of unpleasantness, and down here in the south, we're all just trying to remember what not sweating felt like for a couple of weeks.
Awaiting orders. Moving out.
There you go. We all learned something about Rex today. And that is, Rex enjoys living in an icebox. So, just jot that down in your notebook.
Let's see how you like this.
Lot of APCs, man. Like, I don't mind having allies on missions, but it just slows the stuff down when you gotta wait on a bunch of APCs that then don't really do anything. That's fair, Cybergrim. I mean, I personally, back when I did more deer hunting, I don't really do it anymore, but back when I did, I always preferred to be a little colder in the morning, usually between like 40, 50 degrees it was ideal. It's just the right temperature to bring a cooler of beer with you and not have it get hot before you go back. Digital Arc, you missed us basically having to bail on a mission because they dumped us in literally the worst position imaginable and then gave the enemy a ridgeline to hide on, and yeah, it was gonna be a bad time if we tried to fight it out, so we bailed. But, on the plus side, we only made Comstar angry, so, you know, nothing of value was lost. And look at this, the brave little Stormcrow with no weapon systems and one leg almost falling off, and he's decided he's gonna come in here and let everybody know what he's about. Well, good on you, buddy. I'm not gonna do you the favor of actually shooting at you. Okay. Well, I wasn't going for an immediate takedown on that Shadow Cat, but I'll take it. And Rick's redeemed water. Well, that sounds like a great idea to me. Time for some hydration. Never forget to drink your water, chap. It's good for you.
Yes, Commander.
Alright. Game Master, are you in a... Yeah, you've actually got a decent shot from where you are, so you know what? Let's stand and deliver. Please don't shoot our people in the back.
Firing.
Alright. Good shot, good shot. Yeah. So, Jason, what you're thinking of, I don't know if that's actually an AMS system, but yeah, it's the Kit Fox. It has that weird little 3 thing sticking out of the shoulder. It looks like an AMS system, but in terms of, like, the game, that's not actually what it is. But it definitely looks like it.
Coordinates received.
Let's see. Let's give the Viper the full alpha treatment, shall we? Let's let them have a taste of the Diet Awesome. It's just as refreshing as the regular Awesome,
Hope we can solve
but with half the calories.
Good to go.
Oh, don't tell me we can melee. Do not tell me that I can melee this Shadow Cat, because I will do it. Chad, I think we have to. We haven't really meleeed anything all day, and I know a charge is not ideal because a charge can do damage to us too. But it's a heavy mech versus a medium mech. AFP, now's the time.
Affirmative. Locked on for physical attack.
So we absolutely hit him, which is good. I was hoping we would get the knockdown, but it did not quite happen. Oh, wait, did it happen? No, he... frickin' battle armor.
Damage is light.
I deserve that. I deserve that. I did that to myself. That's not necessarily true, General Quarters. It depends on who you are and what you look like.
Let's go.
Some people are actually very enthusiastic if you start taking off too many layers. I mean, I can't speak to Rex in that regard, but I've had more than a few requests to take off my clothes at very inappropriate times. It's kind of flattering?
Ready for orders.
Question mark? I think some of the turrets are online. Maybe all of them are. Yeah, it looks like all the turrets are online finally. It only took them like 3 turns to actually get there and turn them on. Okay, if you're just gonna stand there, I guess I'll shoot you.
Confirmed.
There, are you happy now?
Scored a critical hit.
Once again, somehow this guy is still alive. He has no arms. He now only has one leg. There we go. I was about to say. The authorities? Yes. I won't elaborate, but the short answer is yes.
Ready to rock.
We don't have any distant targets, so I guess we just move Bolo up and let him use the lasers. That's why we put him on this thing after all. So we'll turn off the Arrow 4 and we will shoot with the lasers. Oh, we can't. Well, shit. Of course, I would pick the one spot where we can't actually hit. Great. That's alright, that's why I gave these folks target predictions, so they can still be useful. Even when they can't do anything, they can still do something.
Traitor, come.
Let's see. Can we get 9? No, we're gonna have to sprint to get 9 evasion. That's okay. Let's see. Headshot, maybe? We might get lucky. Get him to panic eject.
All will be decided here, and I shall prevail.
Did we get the hit? No. Just the rest. Just stressed him out. Yeah, I don't know. I could go on a... I could probably go on a very long rant about the TSA and its...
Skipper.
Essentially, its uselessness as an agency, but I will spare you. Suffice it to say, I will defer to my own rule about politics. Much has been said about it, and none of it was of consequence, so I'll just leave it at that. Alright, let's see. Can we get a hit? We got one hit. We got one hit. Alright, I'll take one hit. Yeah, we are definitely not sharpshooters this mission. Has not been a mission for accuracy, that is for sure. Alright, I have to remember, when we get to AFP, he needs to stop, drop, and roll, because he currently has Salamander battle armor clinging to him, and we need to do something about that. I do not want to do what I did the last time the Saturday Night Fever had battle armor on it, and completely forget about it for 6 turns until the damn thing gets blown up.
Commander.
Thankfully, our man's Sierra does not, in fact, need line of sight to hit his target. But can we deadfire? We cannot. Ben. You know, I put these deadfire missiles in this thing, and I feel like I never use them. Let's get to a position where we actually can. Well, this guy's got stability damage issues, so I'll see if we can take him down. Give him the business.
Here comes the show. Oh, it's on now. Critical hit, Commander.
Jason, if you mean the mechs, I mean, if we can get the people to, eject, we get a chance at the salvage. Let me see. Dark Sarah and Kailania, our hunchback pilots. Are we actually close? We are close enough to melee, and that is exactly what I'm gonna do. We'll give him the punch. The AC-10's jammed, so we can't use it anyway, so give him the punch. Let's do it.
Attempting physical
Put those hunchback battle fists to work. And we hit him with the tag. Because screw it. Oh, no, it doesn't work that way. I wish it did. Yeah, that would be great. Like, just drag them to the evacuation zone and then you just get battle armor for free. Like, well, if you're dumb enough to stay on there, yeah. We're taking you home with us. Then again,
Commander?
I mean, that's a literal statement. Like, you would have to be pretty dumb as a battle armor pilot to be, like, hanging on to an enemy mech,
On the move.
and you see them headed for the evacuation zone, and you're like, nope, I'm staying right here. Well, alright.
Affirmative. No retreat.
Well, I was going for the headshot. We did get a head hit, but somehow well, never mind. He ejected. I was gonna say, the man is basically sitting in a piece of Swiss cheese, but he made the smart decision and punched out. So now we're waiting on the allies. So they're probably gonna snake our kills on these last couple of guys. Alright, there's another ejection, so we're gonna be getting lots of Shadowcat parts on this mission.
What's the plan?
Unfortunately, Mara, there's not a whole lot for you to shoot at right now because the only other enemy is engaged at close range with the enemy, so we're just gonna put you in a good defensive position and wait for the reinforcements to show up. Yeah, that would be great. Like feral battle armor. Like, I don't know, they followed me home. I didn't even realize they were there until we got back. Can we keep them? I guess. You know they eat a lot.
Receiving you. Wilco.
Alright, so I think it's either turn 7 or turn 6. Or when we have either 7 or 6 turns left. When the reinforcements, I believe, are supposed to show up.
Ready for orders.
So, again, we'll kind of just have our people spread out here, and then whenever the enemy shows up, we'll just have to see what happens. Alright, AFP.
Orders.
Now is the time. Alright, now is the time. Stop, drop, and roll. We're stop, dropping, and rolling in fire. And apparently that was enough to kill them. Maybe because we were standing in fire? And maybe BattleTech died?
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Man, BattleTech is struggling right now. Like, we just did a restart not too long ago, and BattleTech is just having a time right now.
Next warriors, show 'em what you've got.
Oh, of course. Of course they would land on the opposite side of the damn base. They always do this to me. Well, hopefully they won't just immediately roll in and destroy a bunch of the buildings that we've done an outstanding job of protecting so far.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Bolo! We're not gonna nuke them, but we are gonna need some artillery, so get your goofy butt over here, and we are gonna put some hurt on these boys. I think it's kind of stupid that even though this is a mech that can twist at the torso, you still have to be pointing at the enemy in order to fire artillery at them. So what do we got? I see we got 2 Timberwolves. That's impressive. We got a Kit Fox, a Mist Lynx, and another Shadowcat. It is apparently the year of the Shadowcat. Because, boy, are they throwing them at us. But again, I, wouldn't turn my nose up at potentially another Timberwolf. And there's Ajax diving into the chat. Welcome to the Friday stream. Glad to have you, as always. Hopefully you've been having an outstanding Friday so far. You're catching us a little ways into the stream so far, but still got a few hours to go at least before I throw in the towel. It's been a decent day. Had some ups, had some downs. We're currently still in Clan Wolf space watching BattleTech shit itself right now. Because it is, for whatever reason, the game is having a very, very hard time with this mission.
Standing by.
Well, there you go. Even though I don't really play tabletop RPGs anymore, I do occasionally indulge in just designing characters and character concepts just for fun. Just to keep the old creative juices flowing. There has not, in fact, been any DFAs just yet. Hasn't really been a chance. There was one point where I was gonna drop kick somebody with the executioner, but at the time it only had one leg, so it seemed like a bad idea at the time. And bad, like, bad by our standards of bad, not bad as in, you know, this is a funny thing to do. Like, that would have been a disaster for everybody involved.
Friend or traitor, come.
Yeah, we did in fact fire the Davy Crockett for the first time.
What a grand and intoxicating innocence.
Well, that's what I mean, Ajax. Like, yeah, we do make bad decisions, but like that was a bad decision even for us.
All will be decided here, and I shall prevail.
But yeah, clearly you weren't here
Why have
for
you
it,
come
but we
unprepared?
did. We nuked a big ol' cluster of clanners, and it was beautiful. So, since you weren't here for it, I highly recommend you go back and watch the VOD. If for no other reason than just to see it. If you're scrolling through, just look for the part where everything's on fire, and that'll give you a rough idea of where in the VOD it is. Because it really did set everything on fire.
Yup.
So yeah, Bolo finally got to do the thing that he's been wanting to do since the day we put him in the artillery mech. And it's, you know, I had that moment, you know, like the proud parent when your kid finally, you know, achieves something great. I had that moment, you know. Had that, the warm and fuzzies in my heart. Yeah, it was 2 battle armor, 1 vehicle, and 2 mechs on that mission. From a single expenditure of ammo. From a single Davy Crockett, you got more kills than any other pilot that mission.
Here we go.
I don't know if it's more impressive that Gravelion missed all 4 of those shots, or that all 4 of the shots went to the same place. Like, they all missed, but they all missed exactly the same way. That's kind of impressive. Maybe the sights were off. Maybe that's what it was. Yes, do please shoot all of your long-range firepower at the allied vehicles and not the buildings. Yeah, I do love rocket spam, and I have tried to do it in BTA, but it's a lot harder to do in BTA than it is in Rogue Tech.
Awaiting orders.
Rogue Tech is a lot of fun for that. Like, if you want to do that kind of, and maybe that's where I get it from, just the desire to do goofy, stupid stuff. I think I get that from the time that I spent playing Rogue Tech.
I understand.
Because you can just do so much hilariously stupid stuff in Rogue Tech, and I'm like, I want to do that here. I want to put 200 rockets on on a locust and then run it straight into the enemy and pull the trigger just to see what happens. Like, is it practical? No. Is it survivable? Probably not, but it'll be funny as hell. Oh, do we... Oh, Chet. Speaking of bad tactical decisions... Wanna know a funny story? I've been focusing on my fire right here this entire time. Whoops. Apparently, there's a whole other element of clanners coming in from the other side that I didn't even notice. So, whoops.
Aye, aye.
Might need to start diverting some attention in that direction.
Affirmative.
I mean, to be fair, Ajax, I'm using the Royal Black Knight right now as the Diet Awesome, and, you can't put any flamers on it, but you can definitely put plasma on it. I probably would have put plasma on it if not for the fact that, you know, PPCs. Because with the Royal variant, you get so much heat reduction, it's kind of like... The PPCs are the better weapon system, but the heat management is kind of a pain. Whereas, you know, the plasmas are a good substitute. But if you've got the heat management to put clan ERPPCs on a mech, absolutely go for it.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to get stuck in,
Go into full
because
throttle.
what are we dealing with over here? Because it looks like not as heavy. So we got another Viper, another Nova, another Shadowcat, another 45-tonner, and... Is there another mech in the fog back there that I'm just not seeing? Because normally you're gonna see clan elements in groups of 5. So the fact that I only see 4 mechs is a little concerning to me. I'm sure there's another one back there, we're just not seeing it. Then again, the game is really struggling for some reason. Like, his map isn't even that big. Like, I don't know if it's chugging for you guys, but... Like, the Wubbies are having a hell of a time trying to figure out what to do right now. Yeah, Ajax, you can do some pretty crazy stuff with the Awesome. I mean, ideally, I want to get the 10Q because it comes with the 400 engine in it by default, and that's exactly where I would start the base
What's up,
for
boss?
whatever heresy I'm gonna do with an Awesome.
Roger.
Let's see, what are we dealing with? Oh, I just put myself out of Deadfire. God dang it. Alright, well, then we'll just do regular. We'll just do regular LRMs. Let's see if we can take this Mist Lynx off the field. We got decent chances to hit. I'll focus our snipers on the Timberwolves, because we might be able to get lucky headshots and take them off the field quickly. If I can just get our long-range snipers into a position to do that. Okay, that Mist Lynx now no longer exists.
Mech destroyed.
Deleted that guy. One salvageable part. Oh, well. The Blakists are going again, so now we need to wait 10 minutes for them to figure out what they want to do. With their 3 APCs and 3 turrets, I don't know why it takes so long for them to figure it out. Like, your options are charge forward and die, or retreat and die. Just pick one. It's fine. You shouldn't have to think this hard about it. Just scream the enemy so that they won't attack the buildings. That's all I need you to do. Honestly, with the way things are going right now, we might actually hit the turn limit before we destroy all these guys. Unless we get some very lucky shots. Yeah, the neural interfaces are lagging, clearly. And unfortunately, it's lagging the command interface as well. Blake! Your Wi-Fi sucks, guys! I am, in fact, winning, Dad. Just, not quite as quickly or as explosively as I would like. But Mechanical Frog, welcome to the stream on a Friday. Hopefully you're having an outstanding one. And if not, hopefully you can have a little bit better Friday now that you're here. To enjoy a little bit of BTA. A little merc on clanner action. This is true. I much prefer the don't pay your people over the they end up in the med bay for 4 months and I still have to pay them anyway. Because we definitely don't have somebody right now on a 4-month-long paid vacation in a hospital bed. Definitely don't have that going on right now. You know, for all the firepower these guys are flinging at these clanners, you would think that, like, statistically, they should have, like, hit them on accident at least once by now. Anyway, even if they can't hit anything, I know our people should be able to. He says before probably missing all of the shots. I'm sorry, I tried to do a voice there and it didn't work very well. I don't know if that came through. I don't like that shot. I really don't like that shot. It's 63%. Let's see how we improve it with the precise strike. What do we got? Oh, 84. Yes. Yes, please. I will take that.
Locking on.
And wait, did we get a head hit on that? No. Whatever it was, we exposed structure though. I'll take a left torso.
Orders.
I will take a left torso. Now, where is the magic pixel that allowed you to take that shot through all those buildings? I don't get it. You know what? This is what side slip is for.
Let's do this.
That is 100% what side slip is for. And then our man's is immediately on the other side of the water.
Standing by.
The Crafty Dog, welcome to the stream on a Friday. Good to see you. Glad you could join us for some BTA on a Friday. Hopefully your day's going well. Let's see. Do I want... You know, it might be a better idea, because we do kind of need to start heading off this other element over here, but at the same time, if we're gonna hit the turn limit, I would rather get some headshots on these timber wolves for the salvage. Only 43% though. Can I get better odds on the other one? Well, that's a shadow cat. I don't want that. Give me the Timberwolf. There we go. No, that's even worse. Well, poop. Alright. Take the chances I can get, at least.
Firing a full salvo.
Oof. Oof. We did not smoke jumper. We did not. I didn't realize it at the time, but we only had 3 salvage picks on that mission, so we weren't able to get it. We did, however, pick up a couple of pieces for a Timberwolf, and we were able to rebuild one of those. So it wasn't a total loss. Also, if you weren't here for it, we fired off the nuke, and it was beautiful. So, if you missed that part, definitely go back and check out the VOD a little bit later. Again, just look for the part where everything is on fire, and that will be the part where you should stop and watch. Alright, let's get our mans back up, now that he had to stop, drop, and roll to take care of that battle armor. And, let's see... Oh, we might actually be able to get a shot. Yeah, well, as Gravelion said, we didn't sign the Ares conventions, and even if we did, they're more like guidelines. And true to form, for those of you that were not here, true to form. Oh no. What happened to the game audio? Oh, there we go. I lost audio for a second there. I don't know about you guys. But, true to form, it actually, like, stripped all of the rear armor off of the clanners because the nuke landed behind them. And, as a direct result of that, they were all, overheated and at max stability damage. Like, it just... It rocked their world. Yeah, it's weird. I feel like we're in memory leak territory with this, the way that the game is performing right now, but we did a restart right before this mission, so it's kind of strange that it's performing this poorly. I don't really know why. It might just be the mission. I know any mission where there's a lot of fire going on, it can kind of chug a little bit, but then that doesn't make any sense either because we literally set the world on fire with the nuke. And the game was running just fine then. Yeah, are you guys getting that too? Where, like, when I'm firing now, there's no sound when it fires? Like, I'm checking my performance, and all of my metrics are fine. We're not eating up a bunch of memory or anything like that. So I don't know. Something funky is going on right now with BattleTech. I don't know. We will just have to try to finish up this mission as quickly as we can before the whole thing implodes. Hey, I'm just saying, I'm from the Concordant, and there's 2 things we don't do. One of them is work for Davian, and the other is learn how to math, so... I'm just saying. Do we get lucky? 50% shots? Yeah, that may be the problem. It might be because there's so many mechs right now on the field. Game doesn't really know what to do with that. Wait, did we get... Yeah, we got a lucky head hit. Nice. Outstanding. I know the sound is a little borked right now, but we're gonna go with it. Wow, okay, so I'm looking at the audio, and it looks like one of the audio channels is just not working. Like, one audio channel is coming through just fine, and the other audio channel is not. That's very weird.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Why are you like this, BattleTech? Why are you like this? I'm out here trying to entertain people. I'm out here trying to entertain people. Why are you doing this to me? But yes, I will take a lucky headshot. All day, day. And we'll just fire some medium lasers just to be irritating. Because that's what you do. I mean, here's the fun thing, though, Dutch Irishman, is you don't have to work for Davian to get Rax. You can also work against Davian and get Rax. And I would argue that's the more fun way to do it. But to each their own. If you're a Davian supporter, then I will support your right to be wrong about who you throw in your lot with. Like, that's your right. Oh, chat, look at this. We got sex number. I mean, we have to take sex number. We're gonna hit with all 4 shots, right? Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Always bet on black and always bet on sex number, because sex number will never let you down. This is actually kind of like, you know how when you have a thing and you tell yourself, I'm not gonna let it get to me. It's not that big a deal. I'm not gonna let it irritate me. And then, like, the more it happens, the more it's just like this slow rage building in the back of your mind. Because that's the way I feel right now about this sound bug. Like, initially it didn't bother me, but now the more it happens, the more it's actually getting on my nerves. Alright, let's see. We don't have precision shot. We also don't have intensify firepower, so we will just fling an artillery shell at the Shadow Cat. And there you go. Get a random kill anyway. Outstanding work, Mara. You love to see it.
Persistent, aren't you?
Unfortunately, we did a little splash damage to Erst of the VTOL, but that's acceptable collateral. That is 100% acceptable, especially if he didn't get blown up. I really do think it's the Blakists, because every time they take a turn, the whole game kind of seizes for a minute. So I think there might be some kind of a bug in their AI or something that's causing the game to not be happy right now. Hey, don't shoot at the buildings. I literally put a Rommel right where you can see it so you would shoot at him and not the buildings. Do not shoot at the buildings. I need those for work. I don't like those ads, but we're gonna take them anyway. Hey, there you go. Got 1 hit. A broken clock is right twice a day. And every once in a while, rookies hit by accident. See, like, they put a narc on this Rommel and everything, and they're just not shooting at it. It's really weird. Especially with it being clanners, because clanners have got LRMs out the butthole. So, like, you would think they'd just be going nuts with that, but nope. Never have known Clan Wolf to be conservative, but I guess there's a first time for everything. Let's see. LRMs, actually, we don't even need to move. We just stand and deliver. So let's Battle Lord. And we're going to shoot at... I think we shoot at the Timberwolf. We might get lucky. Because that's a lot of missiles. And we got engine destroyed, so that's probably going to be one salvageable part. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. We'll just have to try to get 3 salvageable parts off the other one. That'll make up for it. Yeah, the faceplant animation is pretty good, especially with, like, clan heavies like the Mad Cat, because, you know, the cockpit sticks out so far. So it ends up crunched into the ground. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it on the stream, but if you watch the rotors on the VTOL, you'll see them, like, slow down where they're just barely moving. And that's when the game is chugging. I don't know if you guys can see it on your end, because I know there's a frame rate differential. Alright, let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see if the rookies can make a 1 in a million shot again. 37%. It ain't looking good. Maybe better with precise strike. 56%? Yeah, I'll take it. Oh, nice. And we got both shots. Outstanding work, Kailani. Outstanding work. That's what you like to see. When the rookies can hit both autocannon shots, that's when you know they're finally starting to learn. And maybe, just maybe, we're finally getting them out of XCOM territory. But yeah, I'm wondering though, because I thought there would be a 5th mech over here, but if there is, I have not seen it, and it hasn't poked its head out, so I'm not sure. Maybe there is no 5th mech. Alright, well that guy ejected from the Kit Fox. By the way, I didn't really ask. Are you guys, chat, are you guys also having all the issues with audio right now, or is it just on my end? Because, like, my outgoing audio levels are all screwed up from the game audio. I just don't know if it's only for me or if it's for you guys as well. Because the game is mostly silent, but I'm getting little bleeps and bloops every once in a while. I'm trying to figure out if it's just me or if it's you guys too. Yeah, okay. Alright, then it's definitely a game thing and not a Streamlabs thing. That's alright. We're gonna power through this and then hopefully everything will be fine. I say that with absolutely no concrete evidence or anything to back that up, but it's gonna be fine. Easy now, Ajax, easy now. We don't stand for that Capellan propaganda, and we also don't stand for Blakist propaganda. The only propaganda allowed in this company is that I am the best boss that has ever lived, and I only ever make the best decisions. And that's not propaganda, that's just the truth. And the Gauss from downtown. You know, it's funny you should mention that, General Quarters, because if you check in the mod files, the Dagoth voice pack is actually the only sound effects that are done, like, it's done with a different file format than the rest of the game audio, and I wonder if maybe that's what it is. I think we go precise strike, and oh, well, we've got sex number on the Shadow Cat, so we have to take it. And we're gonna do a headshot, because roll the dice. When it's Game Master, you roll the dice. He did not get the headshot, but he did get the hit. Oh no, he did get the headshot. Wait, what? Hold up. So we got the headshot with a Gauss rifle, and it not only didn't kill him, it also didn't even strip all the armor off that location. That's unfortunate. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it was probably the medium laser. You're right. I wasn't thinking about that. Damn it. I want to get to a point where I can shoot. Well, I guess technically I can shoot at this Timberwolf anyway. I was hoping to get a better shot, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? Oof. Oof. And they all hit the ridgeline. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. And, yeah, Commander Jack Powers. First of all, welcome to the stream on a Friday. Glad to have you, and you are, in fact, correct. That's some thick windshield glass. However, because it was the laser and not the Gauss, I can understand. But you would think, like, if a laser is just light anyway, shouldn't it go straight through glass? Does that mean that, like, mech cockpits are polarized? So, like, if somebody shoots a laser straight through the cockpit instead of going through the glass, it just polarizes and protects you? Like, I'm not 100% clear on how that's supposed to work in the BattleTech universe. Then again, I'm not sure that the people that created BattleTech are 100% clear on how that's supposed to work either. Alright, Bolo. Since you've got a shot on pretty much everybody, I think we just do what you do best and drop the rock. Can we get the attack? There we go. There we go. Bolo, are you okay? Are you shitting me right now? Oh my good Lord Jesus. Yeah, Bamtik is shitting the bed right now. It is not pretty. It is not pretty at all. So Bolo wants to ask a question. I have a company-sized game tomorrow. I need some names for pilots. I'll list the mechs so folks can speak up for it if you're okay with it. Yeah. No, I'm good with that. Do what you do, man. I mean, the chat is for you guys to hang out and associate, so I'm good with it. As long as you're not, like, advertising somebody else's channel or other goofy shit like that, you do what you like. Just remember, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to win at that point. Like, you have to. Let's see. Again, obstructed shots. Not great, but we'll take the shot anyway. Well, if there's no chance of a win, then you have to at least take the Solaris mentality and make sure it's a good show.
Friend or traitor, come. What a grand and intoxicating innocence.
Hey now, hey, calm down, calm down. Before you go making requests, let the man tell you what he's got first, and then you can decide what you want. I'll tell you what you could do, though, Bolo, is to make things a little simpler. If you have a picture of the company in question, you could just post a picture and then say, here's what's available. I don't know if you got the time to do that, though. Once again, this terrain has been butt cheeks the whole mission. Yeah, no problem. Just let me know when, and I'll give you permissions to post the link. Then that way you don't have to list them off one at a time. Unless you want to do that to make it easier, in which case I'm fine with that too. Whatever works for you. I am simply the facilitator. So let's see, we got the 3 mechs over here. We still got the never-ending Timberwolf over here that's just getting swarmed by APCs. Like, all the APCs that the Blake has had on the field, they just, like, swarming this guy like ants. With the pylon observing the outside world through their view screen rather than vulnerable openings. Well, I'll tell you what, it definitely doesn't seem that way when you actually play mech games like MechWarrior 5 or MechWarrior Online. Like, it very much looks like you're looking through a piece of glass, and I would argue that most of the art makes it seem that way too. But I'll take their word for it. Alright, so we're working on our last 40 LRMs here, so we're just about out of ammo. I was hoping that we would have been able to do more damage with this much ammunition. But we're also not really accustomed to being in fights with this many targets at one time. Let's see. Yeah, again, the Blakists. Come on, guys, figure it out. Get your shit together. Get all your shit so it's together, and get it together. Wait, what? Does that APC have a large laser on it? And you hit the dude in the head? I feel like Blake is cheating. Yeah, no shit. They got 2 large lasers and some machine guns on this APC. That is cheating. No way that's legal. But then again, if anybody was going to break the rules, it's probably going to be Blakists. Like, I'm just... There's only a few mechs left on the field, and I want so desperately to just get rid of them so we can finish this mission. Like, my biggest fear is that with the way the game is running right now, what I don't want to happen is I do not want it to, like, crash. Because if it does, we're gonna have to do this all over again. Oh, wait, no, there's mech number 5. It was a Shadow Cat up here on the ridgeline. So it turns out there were 5 mechs back here all along. We just really couldn't see the other one. Exactly, Ajax. Yeah. I mean, whenever I think about mech warriors and doing dumb stuff like that while you're trying to kill people for a living, I always think of that classic photo of the fighter pilot that's got the pic. You know, it's the meme photo, the cool story, bro. Like, yeah, cool, whatever you got going on. Also, I'm in a fighter jet, so just, you know, jot that down. And again, these Blakist APCs are doing an actually astonishing amount of damage to a clan heavy mech, while at the same time, said clan heavy has done almost nothing to them. Like, this one APC has gotten some damage done to it, but like, I can't imagine any situation realistically in BattleTech where a Timberwolf is gonna get ganged and destroyed by a bunch of APCs. Like, there's something that seems fundamentally wrong about that. Oh shit, Snoop Frog, my man. My condolences. That is a goddamn tragedy right there. Again, that's what I'm afraid of here, is that if we're not careful, BTA may crash on us. So I may be feeling your pain very soon, but hopefully... I tell you what, you have the mojo from me. I'm gonna say, you may have lost the direwolf, but I bet the next mission, you're gonna get something even better. So I'm gonna put my mojo on that. Yeah, exactly, Snoop Prog. And that's where we're at right now. The game is really struggling. I'm just hoping it'll make it to the end of this mission. Like, if we can just make it to the end of the mission, I feel like it'll be alright. And the Blakists actually managed to take down that Timberwolf and give us the 3 parts that we needed. So, game, do not crash on me now. I want another Timberwolf, you better not crash on me. I'm gonna be so pissed if this game crashes on me now. Alright, intensify firepower. And we're gonna fire at... I mean, I guess we fire at the Nova. That's the best chance we've got. Let's do it. Take the shot. We got the structure exposed, but where? Because I felt like that was a leg hit. No, you're good, Rex. Remember, you do not have to speak up. You don't have to donate. You don't have to do anything. You can lurk all stream if that's what you want to do. Just you being here and hanging out and enjoying the show is all that matters to me. Oh, I have no idea, General Quarters. We haven't even done proper Mech Bay heresy on the Timberwolves yet, let alone have the discussion about who's gonna get to drive them. That's like a whole separate conversation we gotta have. Although, to be fair, to my point about, enjoying the show is kind of crap right now, because the game is struggling and the sound is busted, and that makes me sad. That's okay, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Alright, let's see. So 22%. I think we're just gonna go for the torso shot, because headshot's gonna be real tough with those ads. Alright, we got 1 hit. I'll take it. I will take it. And our man's AFP, as usual. Unfortunately, the Saturday Night Fever arrives at the fight 2 turns after it's over. We're gonna go Precise Strike, and Bolo is going to, as usual, fling artillery in this general direction. And that's gonna take our mans down. We destroyed the right leg. Come on, engine crit. Come on, engine crit. Dang it. Yeah, he's taking a dirt nap. Let's see. Can we get us to a point? We can, in fact, get him to a point where he can take a shot. And that is exactly what we're gonna do. If this dude is prone, I am not gonna give him the chance to get back up. Oh, you know what? No, it's sex number. We gotta go with sex number. And boy, am I glad we did, because we hit with all 4 shots and got him to panic eject. Good shit, Ost. That's what I told you. Never, you always bet on sex number. Sex number will never let you down.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come. What a grand and intoxicating innocence.
I guess it's kind of reassuring. when you hear the Dagoth voice, because then you know the game hasn't completely crashed yet.
All will be decided here, and I shall prevail.
That's the only audio that's actually working right now. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think Graveline's gonna get to a spot. Well, maybe. Maybe up here on this hill they'll actually have a shot. I mean, it's only an 11% chance to hit. Oh, I'm sorry, 30% with precise shot. So you're saying there's a chance. There's one. I'll take one. One is good enough. Correct. Dagoth is, in fact, a god. How can you stop a god from saying his voice lines? Why? Why do you keep getting up on the ridgeline, guys? You're just drawing this out.
This is getting tiresome.
I agree. I agree, Erst. This is getting tiresome. Just go into the darkness. It's fine. You're gonna die anyway. Just eject. And then you can go home to whatever test tomb you live in Clanner Space. See? See? You could have just ejected. You could have avoided this, and you could have just ejected. But no, you had to drag it out. You had to keep it going. Telling you, these clanners, they got no respect when you try to do them a favor. Oh, there's no honor in ejecting. There's no honor in surrender. Alright, dude. Enjoy whatever afterlife you get. I mean, is that... Do clanners believe in an afterlife? I feel like they don't. I mean, I'm just saying, the mission before this one, they put the enemy on the high ground, and, I sure as hell was not gonna be Anakin to Clan Wolf's Obi-Wan. I said, nope, we're getting the F out of here. Damn the reputation hit, damn the money lost, like, nah, I'm good. No point in honor if you aren't dead, if you are dead to not enjoy said honor. Overheat. Well, poop on you, we're shooting the autocannon. That's what we do in this company. And we actually got a hit. No, we didn't get a hit. Dang it. It looked like it. But remember, if you don't see the damage number, you didn't actually hit. I mean, piloting a Warhammer is, in fact, cooler than an afterlife. The problem is, if you're a believer in an afterlife, that's forever, whereas the Warhammer is just like a fleeting moment or series of moments. God damn it, BattleTech. Don't you mess with me. I'm not in the mood. I got one goofball clanner left on the map, and he is trying to draw this out, and I am not happy about it. Like, again, just go into the darkness. It's over. The battle is over. You can stand on that hill as long as you want, and at the end of the day, when you come down from there, we're still gonna kill you. There is no situation in which you make it off this planet alive, my friend. So just give up the ghost, let it happen so we can all go home. Well, I sent in the YouTube comments to somebody who was talking about clanners and names and essentially what I said is the only reason that I need to know somebody's name on the battlefield is so I know what to put on the outgoing AC-20 rounds before we load them. That is the only reason that I need to know somebody's name. I have no idea what we hit, but we didn't hit the enemy. Why do I feel like Bolo and Mara are gonna be the ones that end this fight? I definitely feel like it's gonna be either Bolo or Mara that finally kills this guy. Because he just... So I said this in a previous stream. I'm gonna say it again. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna vocalize it. But I want you to imagine, in my head right now, the clip from Face Off
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
of Nicolas Cage just screaming, "Die," at John Travolta at the very end. Because that's what's going through my head. Every single initiative phase that I still have to play of this mission. I was gonna... That's exactly why, because every single time I have to hit end turn, I'm afraid the game is gonna crash. Now, to be fair, it is performing a little bit better now that most of the enemies are dead. But the fear is still there. Because I know that BTA is a fickle mistress. Would you please? Would you please? Just die. Just go into the fucking darkness. Just stop struggling. Like, I genuinely have mechs that are probably going to run out of ammo because I have thrown so much shit at these guys. My missile boat is almost out of ammo. Like, we're going over to the swarm launchers because that's how much we've shot at the enemy this turn. Or this mission. I mean, I guess he does have 4 evasion, but I don't have anybody close enough to, I don't have anybody close enough with sensor lock right now to actually sensor lock him. Like, that's all my pilots on this side of the map that I'm very slowly moving in this direction, but in spite of how long it's taking, we've actually only done a couple of turns since the game started shitting the bed. It's just taking that long. Oh, nope, okay, there we go. There we go. It was hung up for a long minute there. Alright, let's see. Can we? Oh, we can absolutely get right up on this dude. Oh, it's over now. It's over now. We're getting the hunchbacks into melee range. It's over now. It's a good thing we made these hunchbacks fast. Because if you had asked me in any other campaign, who did I think was going to catch up with the Shadow Cat first? The Hunchback? The Hunchback or the Cougar? I would never have said the Hunchback. That would never have been a thing I said. Okay. My dude. Is this the thing where we're gonna have to, like, strip every point of armor and every weapon system off of this thing before it finally goes down? Come on, dude. Again, you don't have a whole lot of options right now, so I don't know why you're thinking so hard about it. Alright, Game Master. Do you have a shot? You do have a shot. Not only do you have a shot, it's an 80% shot. Take it. He's... BattleTech. BattleTech, why? What did I do? %84 chance. 84% chance? Come on. Can we get the shot? I'm sorry? You're telling me we missed on an 84% chance? And now the XCOM numbers come out to play. Alright, here we go. Here we go. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be the commander, right? With a triple volley from the PPC, right? This is gonna be the moment. Spoiler alert, it's probably not gonna be the moment, but we're gonna try anyway. And Drum! Good to see you. Glad to see somebody from Lithuania joining us on the stream. Hopefully you're having a great Friday. You're catching us on the tail end of a mission in BTA. A mission that is trying my patience, but is thankfully over now that we've taken care of this last enemy. But yeah, hopefully everything is going well in your part of the world. So there we go. The commander managed to finish the mission with the long-range PPC shots from downtown. Finally. That was an agonizing mission, for me, at least. I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty rough. Outstanding. We are actually doing something very similar. We are currently in Clan Wolf space, so we're right next door. Alright, so we made some decent money. Thankfully, it looks like the damage to the Cougar was only internal. We didn't lose any systems. Nobody got injured. And here's the salvage list. So, we want the Timberwolf parts, of course. And then I think at that point, we just take whatever RNGesus decides to give us. There's a lot of really good salvage, though. Makes me very sad to leave all those Shadowcat parts behind, but I can't turn down another Timberwolf. I can't turn down another Timberwolf, and hopefully... I mean, we could get a Kit Fox, or we might even, because there's so many Shadowcats here, we might get enough to build one or two just off the salvage. So, we will see. We'll see if RNGesus wants to have a little more mercy this time around. What did we get? We got... Wow, we didn't get hardly any mech parts on this one. Look, that list was half mech parts. Half that list was mech parts, and this is what they gave us. Alright, I see you, BattleTech. I see how it's gonna be. Ooh, Matt's Clan is good money. How many do we have? We've already got 5. Yeah, might as well sell one. Although at that price, I may not sell them while we're here. I may wait until we get back to Inner Sphere space before I start selling a lot of this stuff. Clan ER medium lasers. I got 45 of them. I don't really need any more. And I think we'll keep the rest. Alright, so hopefully... the game will recover. I don't really want to have to restart it again, because that does take a little bit of time, but clearly the game was having a little bit of an issue this past mission, so I don't know if it was related to the mission or if it's just the game, so as much as I don't like the idea, I may do a quick restart just for safety. Which is unfortunate, but you know, we don't have any control over when the memory leak decides to strike. Oh yeah, the game is definitely struggling. It should not take that long to get rid of a simple message box. Alright, well let's see. What do we got left in the command center? I think we got one more mission, right? Yeah, so we got the Clash of Titans mission. So, what we will do is go into the barracks. And let's have a look, since Darius is complaining that we've got people that need to level up. Let's see what we can do about that first. I didn't realize that Bamboozle had this much experience. Good lord.
Training complete.
But I will make sure that we train everybody up, then we will drop a save.
Training
Do a
confirmed.
quick restart again. And then we'll finish up the stream with the Clash of Titans or whatever that mission is. So maybe we'll get our hands on another assault mech if we play our cards right.
Right here. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Commander. Waiting for orders.
Let's see. Anybody else?
Yep.
That looks like Graveline got enough experience for that next level. You love to see it.
Training complete.
So I assume that the sound is working okay for you guys now. It seems like it's working okay for me.
Training complete.
Ajax has a request. What is your request? Lay it on me. I promise nothing, but I will hear you out.
Commander.
Oh, that request. Well, okay. Again, the list is already pretty extensive, but I will put you on it. And either you will end up in this game, assuming that we have the availability. As I said before, if we switch to another game at some point, or if we start another campaign, I do have the waiting list for a reason to make sure that you guys all get your time in the sun. Just hope that by the time I add you to the game, we are playing something like Battle Brothers, because then you're probably not going to last very long. But that's the fault of Battle Brothers, not necessarily anything to do with you. Alright, Kailania wanted guts, so that's what we're gonna do.
Reporting.
Mara is ready for that next level of tactics. Outstanding.
Mech warrior training complete.
Oh yeah, I have I have a list of games that I have been considering playing outside of BattleTech. Battle Brothers is one. Somebody suggested XCOM 2. Xenonauts. Like there are quite a few games out there that I've considered kind of in the same vein as BattleTech. But something else that we can play and have a long-running campaign. So Ost has finally maxed out his marksmanship, his gunnery. Rogue Trader is another one. Again, right now, buying games is a little bit difficult for me because of my financial situation. So for right now, I'm mostly just considering the games that I can play that I already have. But Rogue Trader is not off the table. I will definitely play it at some point. I just don't know when.
Training confirmed, Commander.
I don't actually own Phoenix Point, believe it or not. I was not interested enough in it to buy it.
Waiting for orders.
And to be honest, I'm
Come,
kind of glad that
Nerevar,
I didn't,
friend or traitor,
because
come.
in hindsight, it feels like Phoenix Point, like, I can't explain it, but from just the stuff that I watched, it felt like Phoenix Point was missing something. And I don't know what that something was, but it didn't feel like a proper successor to the XCOM throne. Let's see. Defensive formation, hold down. I assume hold down, based on the name, is going to be a vehicle ability, so I guess we got to go with defensive formation, right?
Mech warrior training complete.
Like, for me, Phoenix Point sounded like a really cool concept. Like an enemy that's going to learn and adapt based on the tactics that you use, but then the way it was implemented was kind of meh. Like, it didn't really feel like the enemy was learning. It was just like, if you get so many shots on the arm, then the arm becomes armored. If you get so many shots in the head, then the head is armored. And it's like, yeah, that's easy to implement. Yeah, that's the other thing, Kairos, is that it felt too much like new XCOM and not enough like old XCOM. Which is like, if I want to play new XCOM, it already exists. There's no reason for me to play somebody trying to do their own version of it because new XCOM is already really good at what it does. So, like, trying to compete directly with that is not a great business plan, as evidenced by the many, many games which have tried to do that exact thing and failed. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's my 2 cents, that's my soapbox about Phoenix Point. But yeah, like I said, I've got probably a half a dozen games just listed up that I'm looking at potentially playing at some time down the line. But as I've said many times before, if you guys like BTA, I will play BTA. I do not get bored with BattleTech. I enjoy it immensely, and I have no problem playing it for as long as you guys want to watch it. Speaking of, let's go ahead and drop another save and do another restart because the game is shitting the bed again. And then we will finish up the stream with one final mission where we will hopefully get ourselves another assault mech. So in the meantime, while I'm restarting the game, let us go back to the office, and we will just hang here for a moment.